Over a decade ago, I reviewed— yes, it's another of these openers. I reviewed 4 of the original 6 G1 Autobot minicars, albeit as keychain reissues. For whatever reason, Huffer and Gears were not part of the lineup. Let's finish the whole team. The actual molds for Huffer and Gears were first released as part of the Minicar Robo assortment from Takara's Microchange line, before Hasbro imported them for the Transformers in 1984. I'm guessing I own the 1985 re-releases, you know, with the rub signs. Huffer's alternate mode is a cab-over-truck, primarily orange, with the windows and roof lights coloured black and the grille and smokestacks done in chrome. He's also one of the MiniBots whose tyres are plastic instead of rubber. The moulded ladder on the cab is kind of an amusing detail on a truck this small. More interesting is the M symbol. For the longest time, fans thought it stood for Microchange, but in light of revelations surrounding a toy line named the Mysterians, of which Huffer's mold was apparently designed for, maybe not? Also, since the 2 molds originate from different lines, I don't believe Huffer can properly hold the trailer of the G1 Optimus Prime toy, who of course was originally from Diaclone. Outside of his shoulders being halfway down his body, Huffer's robot mode is okay for its time. Blue is now the more prominent colour, though the silver visor and foil stickers break it up a tad, including one with robotic details. Certain elements of this toy may have contributed to Huffer's characterization. Since his arms resemble tools, then it's no wonder he was made a construction engineer, though the way they jut out makes them look a bit crooked. Also, one wonders if that frown was the inspiration for his constant pessimism in the cartoon. It's more than likely a coincidence. For articulation, 360 vertical shoulder rotation is the only meaningful posability you get. If we're generous, his shoulders can hinge up and down slightly. Gears turns into a pickup truck. The Microchange release was referred to as a 4WD. A nice balance of blue and red with hints of black and a chromed grille. Also, like Huffer, he sports plastic rugged tyres. What's weird is that he's a pickup, which would make these red pieces some sort of cargo, yet they form the bulk of his legs in robot mode, meaning without them they'd be hollow, so he's permanently hauling his cargo. The first release of Gears had a foil Autobot symbol on the black piece, while reissues tend to have both that and the rub sign. Nearby the black piece, you'll notice that same M. Yes, this mold was also designed for Mysterians, as was Brawn's and Windcharger's for that matter, though Windcharger lacks the M. Gears' robot mode exposes a lot more red, along with the silver, face, additional chrome on his thighs, and again, the foil stickers. Gears is arguably better proportioned than Huffer in how the shoulders are higher up, but that's not saying much, as if you mentally separate the wheels from the arms, well, his actual arms are paper thin, with blocky fists at the end. Also, I wouldn't say he's as characterful as Huffer. Even his face is completely blank and drone-like, with the shape of his visor conveying a more neutral expression, instead of the grouch that he would become. I will say his articulation is slightly better. Again, vertical shoulder rotation is the most effective by default. However, Gears can also kinda shrug like Huffer. His hips have marginal sideways movement, and if he can stay upright, the rear transformation joints result in a knee bend. I've struggled to come up with some grand conclusion for this one because it's the MiniBots. For their time, they're cute, quirky designs with simple transformations. While some feel better executed than others, I can't be too hard on the little guys. And these two are no different. Gears is arguably the more well-rounded figure, but Huffer has some interesting aesthetic choices up for interpretation. Both get a silver, I'd say. And yes, it's not escaped me that I haven't covered much of the actual Generation 1 toy line. Might have to do something about that.